It's day 11. So yesterday I basically finished up all the wiring and plumbing, and the boat's ready to have the outboard installed. I just have to mount my my Gunnel mount rod holders here, which I'm gonna do this afternoon. And that's pretty much all I have left until the outboard goes on. And naturally the T-top is gonna go on, and there's still a few things from the T-top that need to be wired in. But I just want to show you what I did here. In 10 days, I was starting at 4:30 in the morning. The first few days I worked till 8 p.m. Some of the other days till 5. So, I mean, I put in altogether probably about 125 hours in 10 days to get this done. But, and to get ready for the season. But here's our bilge. So, naturally, what makes this bilge so great is the size of it. A lot of bilges can be awful to work on. They're just way too small and you can't reach in there. So this has good access. And you can see our pumps, our two bilge pumps, 2 float switches there. What I did here is I left extra wiring, so there's service loops. Now obviously you want all your splices and your wires to be up high, because the bilge gets water. You don't want your wires sitting in water getting destroyed, but you want to be able to when something fails. So one of the biggest problems with boat builders is when they build boats, they don't leave any room to fix stuff. Now the nice thing about rigging it myself is it's not a matter of if you're going to have to fix something. It's a matter of when. And anybody that's owned boats long enough understands this. So I rigged this boat with the idea that I wanted it to be very easy for me to fix stuff. So I left the service loops and there's excess wiring under the deck of the boat. So if when I need to change a pump out, I can easily pull it out and have enough slack in the line where I could work on it up here and not have to crawl on the bilge to work on it. So, that was something that I definitely wanted to make sure that I did. Now I'm going to go up front with you. I'm also going to show you how I did this cover, which is nice because it's raining today. But here's looking at our helm. We have the 2 Humminbird Apexes, the VHF radio with 2 cup holders with drains, and our new wire switch panel. And then coming into the console, I want to show you the wiring job. So I left everything loose still because it's not totally done. Because when the T-top goes on, I'm gonna have to do the lights and the radar. The trim tab switch has to go in, and there's going to be some engine wiring in here. So you leave all your zip ties loose so you're still able to run things and modify things. But here's our batteries down here. I didn't even go all the way back with them. I wanted to be able to still reach them and access them. There's the ACR, that's the automatic charging relay. That isolates the batteries when your engine's off so you don't drain your starting battery, and then combines them when your engine's running so both batteries charge. And here's our trolling motor batteries, the 3 Dakota batteries there. There's our trolling motor heading sensor, our battery switch. Those are the fuses for the automatic float switches for the bilge pump, so they're always wired to power even when this battery switch is off. The main breaker right there. There's our fuse panel. I was really happy with this. These heat shrink labels from New Wire Marine. I wanted everything to be labeled. There's the bus bar coming off the switch panel. There's the negative grounds there. That's the back of the switch panel. And then over here, the Humminbird, that's the Ethernet box, so everything communicates. And again, the same deal with this. I wanted to be able to work on everything. I wanted everything labeled, so when I need to troubleshoot, it's very easy for me to identify the problem. And then again, there's slack wire under the deck, so I'm able to, when I have to cut back wire, I have enough excess. And also, even these these heat shrink labels, I left them loose enough so I could still slide them back when we have to fix stuff. And right here, the saltwater wash down hookup, that is located right in the midship. Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna show you how to cover your boat. Now I just got this 27 Conch and I didn't have a garage or a shop to work on it. I wanted to keep it covered every night. So what I did is I went out and I purchased, this is like a medium heavy duty tarp. I think I got it on Amazon, and some golf balls, and this is a piece of clothesline. This is works really great. And what you do is you're gonna take your golf ball, jam it under the tarp, twist it, take your clothesline, wrap it around it. Now I would tie it off with a couple overhand knots. This end here gets tied around the trailer. Now naturally, if I was doing this more permanent, I'd have to build some structures inside the boat to prevent it from caving in. But for a short-term fix to keep your boat dry, this worked really great. And what I did here is I put on little clips, or you could get some carabiner clips. So I tied it in 6 spots and just looped it on and off the trailer frame. So every morning I could just unclip it in about a minute, roll the tarp up to the front, and then when I'm done working at night, roll it back and clip it back to the frame. Worked out really well. Just installed the Gunnel mount rod holders. You can see here 2 30-degree rod holders in this stern, and as we come forward, this is a 15-degree rod holder, and one more in the bow to use in conjunction with the pitch well. So we did a total of 8 Gunnel mount rod holders. All right guys, we're getting to the final step. Just putting a coat of wax on the boat, on the gel coat to protect it. I just used this 3M wax here, hand applicator to put it on in a circular motion, and then I have a Makita polisher with a 3M pad here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that wax off, and should look good and protect the boat. Wax on, wax off. Looking good. Boat looks great. It says Matterhorn white. It's a beautiful boat. That wax is just going to help protect the gel coat from fading from the sun. So it is important to do that at least once a year. Our last project on the boat before the motor's installed is I installed these little drains, little 3/8 fittings, so everything will drain down into the bilge area and go right down into there and not drip on your stuff, and also not pool up in there. See here, starting the front of the boat, this is your fish box. I mean, this is enormous right here. You can lay down inside that. That's our bow live well. This is a 110-gallon live well. It's absolutely massive. Port and starboard hatches here. These are go way back, really deep. There's our console. Inside the console, again, that goes way under the deck of the boat. It's a really big area in there. Washdown pump mounted midship. It's the console with the 2 Humminbird Apexes and the new Wire Marine switch panel. Birdsall leaning post, and again, port and starboard aft hatches here. Here's the aft live well. This is a 90-gallon live well. Again, it's enormous. I'll probably use this as my main live well. Really nice that it's in deck and it's a big opening, so I'll be able to come in with the cast net and just dump my bait right in there. It's gonna be a lot better for the quality of the bait to not get beat up on the deck of the boat, and also it's gonna keep everything in the boat a lot cleaner, so you're not pulling in all that Menhaden slime all over the deck of the boat and fumbling around with them. And there's the Bilge. 2 live well pumps, 2 separate feeds for each live well. Our 2 Bilge pumps, saltwater washdown, and the fuel water separator, and the Aramar B175 high wide transducer.